Hello, brothers and sisters. Uh, Thanks for listening to the video. This one's gonna be a pretty good one about the mark of the beast and tribulation. It's one I had a few months ago. And again, of course, again, I wrote way too sloppily. I need to start typing this stuff down, I guess. But you girls know how we guys are sometimes with our handwriting. And also after this video, guys, I'm gonna have a short video on just some flash dreams I had last night, because I had probably 2 pages of flash dreams last night. It was a really busy night. Seems like the spirit is real busy. Like the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's kind of how I feel right now. But let's start off with this dream right here. Okay, kid. It starts off. I'm in an old apartment that me and my ex-wife used to live at. Again, if you haven't been watching my videos, she took off of me years ago, and I've been divorced for a long time now. So I had my daughter and a roommate who was a friend. And if I remember right, this guy always pops in this guy is always my friend in my dreams, guys, and it's always mostly Jesus. I remember that I kept sleeping too late because I had had my daughter, and I kept getting worried while sleeping what my daughter was doing, and I kept getting up too late to find her. Like you're tired in the morning, you don't want to get up. It's like one more hour of sleep. Come lay down with your daddy. That's kind of what I was doing. But in real life, my daughter doesn't live with me. She lives with her mom, like 2 hours away. Once she was in the cabinet, in the dark, hiding for some reason. I kept telling her to wait and come lay down with daddy for 1 more hour so I could get some more sleep, but she didn't want to, and I couldn't find her. And then I guess I go to a different scene. In this scene, I'm with my brother and my stepdad, and they were showing me their new shoes for some reason. I'm not sure why. It was outside at the house, and then as we were walking down the street, we kept hearing these spooky sounds, guys. Kind of like the sounds we hear online all the time, the trumpet sounds, or you're hearing the beat sounds, the boom. We heard these sounds in my dream, except they were even more spookier. So imagine that sound, and then also as you're hearing those sounds in the sky, imagine hearing somebody in the background creepily saying, "Tribulation's coming, tribulation, 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 tribulation's coming," or something like that. That's all we heard. That's a weird, freaky noise. Somebody creepily saying, "Tribulation's coming, get prepared, tribulation's coming." And somebody else would say, "Boom, boom, boom, tribulation's about to start, tribulation." Like, I don't know, it was crazy. This kid was like, we're like looking around, we're hearing all these creepy noises that somebody's like creepily saying tribulation is starting, and they said it in threes most of the time too, guys. So I started to worry, of course, about my daughter. So did my brother. He has a daughter, and my stepdad. After we started to run back to my house, people around us started to kind of hunt us, like if they wanted to kill us or chase us. They turned into kind of like zombies or vampires, or just people who wanted to kill us, just plain out. I would find out later that these people, later in this dream, you'll find out that they ended up taking the mark of the beast. But at this particular time right now, tribulation is just starting. So we're in front of my house. My stepdad went inside to find my daughter, and so did my brother. And it says here, as I stand in front of the house, there's some kind of big showdown about to happen. People about to start fighting to the death. It's chaotic, really chaotic. These people tell me that they were chasing me to kill me, so they actually tell me why they were chasing me. I was about to kick some butt, and defend myself. Then boom, as I go to beat this guy up, I go to a different scene. Okay, so I'm at this other scene, but this is kind of weird. It's more of I think this is more like in the future, guys, for some reason, like where everybody like supposedly has the mark of the beast by now, or a lot of them do. So I'm at this like social gathering, okay, and there were a lot of people around. I noticed this beautiful blonde girl. She was there. I hear her talking to her friends like she really liked me. And I tell her I could exchange. I told her we can change numbers and all that, because you meet a beautiful girl in a dream. Like if you want to see that girl again, sometimes you be like, "Oh, how do I get that girl my number so I can keep some kind of contact with this person?" It's the same way in real life. If a guy sees a beautiful girl and you're single and you really attracted to. You like gotta get some kind of opening in to, get your number in there or something. But anyway, uh, so, so she writes down her number easily for me and gives it to me. And this is where it gets weird. For some reason, she could not. No, no. It starts off with me first. I, for some reason, could not. No, I could not write my phone number down to give to her. Guys, remember this in the end. I tried over and over, but my pencil would not write my phone number to give to her. This is really freaking me out in the dream. I'm realizing I cannot give this girl my number. What's going on? It would always mess up. It just would not write it for me. I remember my arm. This is kind of a little side note for some reason. My arm hairs were long. I don't even know I wrote that down, but I'm kind of a clean cut, trim guy, so I guess I don't like long arm hairs. I don't know why I did that. I would pull them out, but something was wrong with my arms. They were covered with. Oh, okay, something was wrong with my arms. I'm saying they were covered with sores. Okay, and my skin was messed up really bad. And okay, so I'm saying here my arm hairs were long. So maybe I'm not in the best place to, trim myself or something. I don't know. I had sores all over my arms. That could be from any type of nuclear fallout. That could be all. I'm using my imagination here. Maybe I should do that at the end, huh? My skin was messed up really bad, and there was a patch of hair along my wrist that went all the way around, making a circle around my lower wrist. So a patch of hair around my lower wrist doesn't make any sense. I gave the cute blonde girl the pen, and I asked her to, like, could you write it down? Like, I felt pretty stupid, could you write down my number? And I gave her my number, and she could not write my number down. She tried, and she couldn't get my number down either. And she had her friend that was there, who kind of goes like a crazy guy, have a good time, crazy guy, and he okay, so yeah, he wanted to try it. So we all sat down at this table, guys, and one of our friends wanted to try it. He was a male friend. I then see a huge crowd of people. As we're all sitting down and he's about to try this, I look around. There's a huge crowd of people that were partying. I heard something more about being in tribulation, or heard the word again. I then heard the crowd chant something about the mark of the beast, and all this stuff as they went crazy. So they're all like just doing it up, guys. Mark of the beast, yeah, we in tribulation, and all this kind of stuff. And they all went crazy and all ran around together and looked as if they were all just running into each other, trying to push the crowd with their body. So they're like mosh pitting it, guys, like it was a competition. Though a lot were fighting as well. It was taking a long time. No one could write. So he's there, guys, doing it too. It's taking a long time, and this guy is amazed. He cannot write my number down. I asked if I should just go, and the guy said no. He went. What did I say here? I asked if I should just go, and the guy said no. He wanted to figure out why this was happening. So he was trying to figure this out, and he was like, "This is like," he was tweaking on this, As we sat there, I tried again as the blonde girl touches my hand and places it on top of mine. So that was always, even though you're single, it's always, even in dreams, it feels good when somebody shows you a little love in dream. So she puts her hands on mine. Then there's this huge scene. As this is going on, guys, another scene develops. There's another scene where off to my right in the woods, everyone keeps being amazed. Like there's some kind of thing going on off in the woods. They were seeing, like, everybody was seeing God in the trees. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I'm meaning here like that. Maybe they saw like a Moloch statue, but it was alive in the trees, and they were like all having a tree show, a light show with it. But they're saying they're seeing God in the trees, but if I remember right, it's more like a Moloch type thing. That these people, hold up, get back to the round. Oh, okay, yeah, this is seeing God in the trees, or in the air. There's like something weird going on above the trees in the air. I kept looking, but I could not see anything. Personally, I didn't see anything, and I was so amazed because they can't write my number down. Nobody can. I couldn't even write my number down, but they can write all their numbers down. They're seeing light shows with the devil up in the air, their God up in the air, but I can't see it. I kept looking, but I could not see anything. They were saying things like "wow" and were amazed at what they were seeing. Like, "Oh my goodness, look! Oh my God!" They said, "Look, like, you can't see this." I'm like, "No, I don't see anything." Just like they could write my number down. Again, I did not see anything. They looked at me and they mentioned something about the mark of the beast. I said, and not knowing what the heck's going on in this dream, I stupidly say, I said, I said, you don't have the mark of the beast, do you? Like, and picture me saying that, and I'm really in this time period, and they all have the mark of the beast. Look at me like I'm so stupid. And he says, yeah, like of course. And he showed me his mark, and I don't remember what it looked like, but he had one. He said, you have the mark, huh? I said, no. I said, I don't. Then he's like, what? Then he takes my shirt, my shirt sleeve. He lifted up my sleeve over my arm. He checked my hands. He checked my wrist. He checked my arms. He was amazed. He could not find the mark of the beast. For some reason, I did have a tattoo on this arm, which I do not have a tattoo on that arm, but I had a tattoo. But it wasn't the mark of the beast, though. For some reason, I did have some kind of tattoo, but it was not the mark of the beast. So I was curious why that was there anyway. But yeah, it was not the mark of the beast, and so they're all freaking out about this, me not having the mark. Okay, and this is kind of the weird part. It doesn't even sound right the way I wrote it down, but I'll just kind of read it out. I put here, crying that I had let my ex. At this time, we were back at the house. My ex was there with me. But I guess in the dream at first, we were still kind of together. Maybe I thought we were still married, and that we ended up, do the things that, married couples do. But then I realized that I was betrayed by her, and that we weren't married. Like she tricked me into believing we were married still, but we weren't married. And I just committed a horrible sin to God because we weren't married no more. So I basically spent the end of this dream crying out to God for forgiveness and like sobbing to him and telling him, "Oh, she betrayed me, Lord, she betrayed me." And I'm still sleeping when all this is going on, guys. So it was a lot going on in this dream. Then I wake up and I'm like, oh yes, I did not do anything. Because in the dream it's like really happening, But when you wake up, you're like, yes, I'm still good. But okay, guys. Well, hope you like this one. Please leave your comments below. And if you see anything that I didn't point out to you, like maybe why they couldn't write my number down, none of them could, but we could write all their numbers down. And why could they all see things that I couldn't see? Is this something typical that would happen to those who get to come back to assist the tribulation saints? Maybe I couldn't find my little girl because she had already been raptured. I mean, what do you think about this, guys? Pick it apart if you want. Like the video, please, and yeah. So I'll leave it at that. I'm about to go make another video real fast about some dreams I had last night, some really weird ones. I love all of you, and I hope you the best. And please, guys, do your best to talk to your family members, to talk to your friends. Find it out at all. If you're in a store, if you're like at the gym, or if you're talking to family, be nicer to them than you would normally ever be nice to her, guys. This is the time for us to shine right now. Okay, guys, we are stars, guys. We are. We need to be stars for Christ. It's time to bring in a harvest. It's time to start to get the ball rolling, guys. Okay, you are the Lord's soldiers. God has saved you, each of you, for over 6,000 years to come to this earth. Before you were in the earth, you were spirits that lived with God in the pre-existence. Okay, do you know that God saved you for 6,000 years as some of his most valiant warriors that he could use for the end times? Brothers and sisters, that's you. You are his most mighty elect, his most greatest warriors, woman and man warriors that he's ever created. And he saved you because he knew that Satan would have his most extreme demonic attacks on the earth. What did God do to combat that? God saved his most elect, his most valiant, his bravest, his strongest. And guys, it is our time to kick some butt. Take names and wherever the heck the rest of that saying goes. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.